So, lots of big changes coming up here in the month of December. Of course, we are entering into Sagittarius season here on the 15th of December, ushering in a new season. And Sagittarius is always about the future, looking forward, looking ahead, making new plans, going on new ventures. And so, this is an appropriate time with the Sun in Sag to think about the upcoming year and where your future and your future plans are headed moving here into the year of 2021. We also have a solar eclipse in Scorpio at 22 degrees of Scorpio happening here on the 14th of December. So we are here in eclipse season. Huge moment that we will talk about in your horoscope. And we have the big event that is happening on the 21st of December, the Great Conjunction that is happening in Capricorn at 6 degrees. So, yes, this is from a sidereal perspective. And for those of you who are new to this channel, you are probably familiar with me going through the tropical astrology. Huge shift that I've decided to go through here as I have meditated and tuned in with my guides and have come to the final decision to switch to Sidereal. And if you are interested in a birth chart or any of my services, I am still offering it in tropical astrology. So I'm not here to force or sway your decision or choices in terms of the system that you are using. But for the remainder and moving forward here with this channel, I will be using Sidereal astrology. And so if you want to know more about this Great Conjunction, go ahead and check out my video on the Great Conjunction in Aquarius. Of course, I will be talking about it in terms of it being in Capricorn here in this horoscope. Also, if you are interested in my astrology class, it is available on Udemy, on Patreon, and it is also available in the private Facebook group Astrology Lessons with Daquan Jones. Also, feel free to check out my blog and to join the free group Astrometaphysical Love and Light, where you can share any of your spiritual wisdom, motivational advice, or simply just positive posts in the group to spread some light and joy. Much needed as we have been going through this difficult and complicated time here in 2020. And things are shifting and looking different as we're moving ahead. We are shifting into a number 5 year, the number 5 correlating with the planet Mercury, as there will be a lot of interesting shifts and changes moving ahead and plenty of opportunities. Once again, keep in mind that even though we are in this state, for those of you who are continuing to work and move forward and to take on new ventures, this is your time for success and opportunity to pour in as we're shifting ahead into this number 5 year. Also, this is us moving ahead into the year of the ox, where yes, hard work and discipline is needed. Remembering that the ox was the one who supported the rat who ran the race. So this is your time to support your dreams, support your goals, keep pushing forward, not allowing the state or the situation of where you are at to stop you from pushing ahead. So lots of new shifts and changes that we are seeing as we are moving ahead here into the next year. Hello, Sidereal Virgo. This is for you if you have a Sidereal Virgo Ascendant or Virgo Moon. If you are unsure about your Sidereal Ascendant, make sure to check the link in my description below. This is mostly for your Ascendant, though. So we are starting off this month of December with a moon in Gemini coming off of the full lunar eclipse, full moon in Taurus that happened back on the 30th here of November. So just closing out November, coming forward into December, we are finishing off this eclipse season with a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. In Scorpio, coming up here on the 14th. So we are here in eclipse season for you. And of course, eclipse season is always about intense changes. So for many of you, you are going through these intense changes and decisions that need to be made. Now, here with this moon in Gemini, this is a moon that's happening up in your 10th house of career, status, achievements, authority figures. So this is a huge time of moving up the ranks, looking forward in terms of business, of career. And this has been a huge theme for many of you with Virgo ascendants throughout this year. This has been a year of gaining more authority, of moving up the ranks in your business, your career, of gaining a new promotion, of really moving ahead and claiming that role of authority. Now, moving forward, of course, we are here in Scorpio season, so the main focus here is on your third house of your courage, of your siblings, of your communication. So there is a lot that is going on here in terms of the way that you are thinking, in terms of your social interactions. Many of you looking at your friends, at your family, at your siblings, at the people closest to you who you are interacting with, putting the main focus and spotlight in this area. And so for many of you, this may be a time of helping others. It may be a time of others coming to you for assistance, right? You are being a mentor or a peer or an inspiration to others at this time. So huge focus there is coming forward in terms of communication, in terms of interacting with others, in terms of your courage to express yourself. A lot of focus that is there in this Scorpio season. Now, on the 14th, we have a solar eclipse also happening in your third house. So this is a solar eclipse at 22 degrees of Scorpio. And this is a huge moment, once again, where the eclipses are about intense changes. This is a change that is dealing with coming to the light. Remembering that the solar eclipse happens during a new moon where there is total darkness, right? So this is the light emerging out of the darkness, especially as we are here in Scorpio, where Scorpio is all about plunging into the darkness, right? Facing your challenges, your fears, your disappointments, diving into the unknown is what we are talking about with Scorpio. So huge time of venturing out into the unknown and facing the unknown, facing those fears, facing those insecurities in terms of your courage, your expression, your communication, right? Huge time of making new connections, of letting go of old connections that no longer serve you, finding that sense of courage and confidence to truly express your thoughts, to truly let others know where the boundaries are, what you need, right? Making yourself heard, making yourself known, and not just being all about helping others and being pure towards others, which is a common theme for many of you with Virgo ascendants. On the 15th, we have the sun entering into Sagittarius, shifting ahead into a new season. Of course, that Scorpio season was about us coming into the darkest time, coming into the winter months, right? Going into the deep unknown. And now, with this Sagittarius season, really looking ahead into the future. Very appropriate as we have the upcoming year that is on its way here. Really looking ahead in terms of what are you planning to accomplish and achieve. But for you, Virgo, this is happening in your fourth house, where many of you are thinking in terms of your family, in terms of your connections, in terms of your inner peace and comfort, right? Emotional satisfaction and security. is a huge concern here moving forward into the next year. And so for many of you who have Virgo ascendants in sidereal, really have this focus in terms of your family, in terms of your inner peace, in terms of your emotional satisfaction when you are moving ahead here into the new year. Also, along with that, we have Mercury joining the party in your fourth house, where there is a lot of connection and interaction that can happen in your home, in wherever you find that peace and that solitude of the fourth house. A lot of social interaction that can come through there, a lot of ideas that can come as well. So many of you might be seeking that solitude, that inner peace, that alone time to really contemplate and gain some deep inner reflection and really some deep understanding of where are you going, where are you headed, what can you accomplish, bringing in new ideas, new innovation, new inspiration that can come through your imagination, through your thoughts at this time. And so what can you create moving forward is a huge theme coming into this next year. Now, on the 21st, we have the Great Conjunction. This is the conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter, our two largest planets. It is happening in Capricorn at around 6 degrees. So this is happening in your fifth house, where there is this change that is happening in terms of your creative projects, in terms of your endeavors, in terms of even romance and self-expression for many of you. Right, so there's a huge influence in terms of your social networks, in terms of the people that you love, that you're connected to, and in terms of the projects and the task that you love and that you're connected to at this time. So huge ideas, huge shifts that can happen in terms of what you can create, in terms of even what you can bring in with your wealth, right, at this time. Huge time to see those things blossom and come to fruition. Now, on the 23rd, Mars enters Aries. So this is Mars entering into your 8th house, where this can be a time of accidents, right? This is a time where you want to be cautious of reckless choices and decisions with Mars entering into your 8th house. Being careful of accidents, being careful of getting into moments of crisis and difficulty at this time, especially those mental and emotional crises that tend to happen here with Aries in the 8th house. And so this is a time of not getting into that mental battle within yourself, where many of you need to find a sense of peace and security, which is with this sun that is positioned in your 4th. And so really focusing on how you can overcome challenges and obstacles versus trying to stay in it or hanging on to the feeling of where you are. On the 29th, there's a full moon in Gemini. Once again, opportunities in terms of your career, in terms of your status, your place in the world, what you can achieve at this time. And so once again, with that 5th house activated, with that 4th house activated, this is a time of really looking at the projects, the opportunities, the vision, the inspiration that can go into creating and achieving something new in your life. Last major shift here for those of you with Virgo ascendants is Pluto entering Capricorn. So this is Pluto joining that great conjunction in your 5th house, where once again, this can be a huge time of tapping into that inspiration, that imagination, tapping into your gifts, your talents, really expressing yourself and creating something worthwhile at this moment. And the card that comes up for you, Virgo ascendants, is the 11th house. So your social circles, your projects, your visions for the future, your gains, hugely activated during this time. This is a time where you can achieve greatness if you are tapped and tuned into your gifts and talents and really tapped into that future vision of what you can achieve. Also, for many of you, networking and connecting socially with others to make some of those dreams possible. So that was your December 2020 horoscope for Libra, Ascendant, or Moon. Once again, more so for your Ascendant. If you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. And of course, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the new and exciting information that is coming here, moving us forward into 2021. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great day, and if you are interested in any of my services, that'll all be down below in the description box, along with my free astrology blog and my free group Astro Metaphysical Love and Light. So feel free to join, and I will see you all in the next video.